March 11th, 2025. Daily Bread. Passage: Genesis chapter 21, verse 22 to verse 34. Key verse 33. Title: Abraham called on the eternal God. At that time, Abimelek and Phicol, the commander of his forces, said to Abraham, "God is with you in everything you do. Now swear to me here before God that you will not deal falsely with me or my children or my descendants. Show to me and the country where you now reside as a foreigner the same kindness I have shown to you." Abraham said, "I swear it." Then Abraham complained to Abimelek about a well of water that Abimelek's servants had seized. But Abimelek said, "I don't know who has done this. You did not tell me, and I heard about it only today." So Abraham brought sheep and cattle and gave them to Abimelek, and the two men made a treaty. Abraham set apart 7 ewe lambs from the flock. And Abimelek asked Abraham, "What is the meaning of these 7 ewe lambs you have set apart by themselves?" He replied, "Accept these 7 lambs from my hand as a witness that I dug this well." So that place was called Beersheba, because the two men swore an oath there. After the treaty had been made at Beersheba, Abimelek and Phicol, the commander of his forces, returned to the land of the Philistines. Abraham planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba, and there he called on the name of the Lord, the eternal God. And Abraham stayed in the land of the Philistines for a long time. Daily Bread message. The last time Abraham encountered Abimelek, he had been full of fear, cowardly gave up his wife, and made weak excuses. God had intervened at that time. Abimelek feared God. He kept his eye on Abraham and saw that God was with him in everything. So he sought out a treaty of mutual respect. The world is watching how we live. Do they see that God is with us in everything? Abraham is a different man. His fear has been replaced with courage. He not only agrees to the treaty, but even confronts Abimelek about a well he dug. Complained is better translated reprove or rebuke. With confidence and faith in God, who makes and keeps promises, Abraham became bold and courageous. The introduction of the term Philistines here reminds us that we live in hostile territory. Abraham doesn't fight his neighbors, but makes friends and allies. His planting a tamarisk tree and calling out to the eternal God shows where his strength comes from. He does not retreat, but stays a long time. Beersheba becomes a prominent place in God's history from this time forward. Prayer. Father, you have been so faithful. Open my eyes to know you as the eternal God, that your perfect love may drive out all my fear. Help me be a peacemaker in a world of fear and conflict. One word, our God is the eternal God.